The Ravens are on a bye week, but we have a challenge from the bosses. They want to see if we can get to 14,000 subscribers before Sunday's game this week. We are just over 200 away from reaching that next milestone. If you want more Ravens content, this is the channel for you. I would hate to have to shut down the channel because we didn't get to 14,000 subs. Sub now for daily Ravens coverage, live shows, watch parties, and more. This is the channel for you. Subscribe now for free, and we'll get started with today's show. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us here on Ravens Rundown. Zach Ertz, we told you earlier in the week that he was being released by the Arizona Cardinals, ultimately cleared waivers, and according to a new report from ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Ravens are among a number of teams that have shown interest in signing the former Cardinals and Philadelphia Eagles tight end. I'll show you more from Schefty. Two key free agent decisions loom for two decorated players, both former Colts linebacker Shaquille Leonard and former Cardinals tight end Zach Ertz are free agents and are both likely to have new homes in the next 48 hours per sources. Leonard is considering the Cowboys and Eagles per sources, and whoever doesn't get him might have to face him next Sunday with Philadelphia playing at Dallas. As for Ertz, the Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, and Eagles each have expressed varying forms of interest in the tight end. Still a long ways to go. 48 hours is a long time. But what it sounds like, the big update now, comparably speaking to when we told you about this possibility a couple days ago, is the Ravens do have competition for Ertz for his services. As you look at those other three teams, the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Eagles, those are all three playoff teams. And those are all three teams that they believe they can win the Super Bowl and are looking to up their arsenal of some sorts. Ertz in particular has the familiarity with the Philadelphia Eagles where he previously played. And so it's likely not going to be, because there's other teams interested, a veteran minimum contract here. The Ravens do have money and cash that they could spend, but it's not going to be a minimum deal like some people had expected for Zach Ertz at this point, with other teams like that interested. And Ertz also was hoping to pick up some of the money that he had lost with giving up a game check for getting that release this week from Arizona. So that is interesting, my friends. What do we think? Zach Ertz, Ravens? Will the Ravens sign him? The interest is there. Now will they get it done? Our pinned comment today, weigh in, tell us what you think. Why for yes, in for no, if you believe Baltimore is going to sign Ertz or not. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS for a $100 deposit match. It's real simple. Choose two or more players on any given category. Get the choice of more or less. Maybe you're talking passing yards, fantasy points, receptions. Maybe you want to play different sports, mix and match some NFL and NBA. You can do so with Prize Picks. Here's what I got with Prize Picks. I know the Ravens aren't playing here in the next couple days, but don't worry. We can still make money with Prize Picks here, as I got Jordan Love hitting less than 219.5 passing yards, Jake Browning with less than 218.5 passing yards, and Patrick Mahomes to have more than 20 fantasy points. They say it's going to snow in that matchup with Green Bay tonight. Mahomes loves playing in the snow. I think he could have a big night tonight. If you want to play along with me on Prize Picks, you can do so. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, $100 deposit match, promo code CLNS. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Prize Picks, proud partner of a Ravens Rundown here by Chat Sports. Now, some of you may be thinking, hey, I really like this Baltimore Ravens team. You don't need to mess with the chemistry. Things are going well. And I would understand all that, but here's the deal. This is a championship caliber team that the Baltimore Ravens have right now. And GM Eric DeCosta owes it to his team and to the fans to put the best product out there possible to go pursue that title. And Zach Ertz doesn't do anything to hurt your chances. It only helps your odds at coming away with the coveted Vince Lombardi trophy. You look at the statistics from Ertz, not great this year, if we're going to be frank. 187 yards, 7 yards per reception, 1 touchdown. But I would argue that that offense was not built to succeed much in Arizona this year. But you can't deny what he's done for his entire career with over 7,000 receiving yards, 46 touchdowns. And then I would also factor in that the role of what you need from Zach Ertz, you're not asking him to step in and be the number one receiver for this team. What you need is a complementary piece to Isaiah Likely. Likely stepped up and did a very solid job this past week against the LA Chargers, but he doesn't have a running mate right now. Charlie Kolar, who I was very high on coming out of Iowa State, really just has not shown his potential just yet. I think that there is a lot of reason to be optimistic about his capabilities and what Kolar could put together, but when the Ravens needed him last week, he was nowhere to be found, was not on the football field, nowhere to be seen. And think about this. If you're the Baltimore Ravens, you have to have 2 tight ends you can rely on. If Kolar can't get on the football field, if he can't stay healthy or has the illness, whatever, I got to go somewhere else. I can't just be content and hope that Isaiah Likely is going to play consistent and stay healthy too. I have to have a running mate for him. That's not fair to the rest of this Baltimore Ravens team if Charlie Kolar is not going to get the job done. I got to have another option. Zach Ertz can do that. What's your confidence level in Charlie Kolar? Scale it for me in the comments section 1 through 10. What do you think about Charlie Kolar right now? Weigh in and tell us what you think in that comment section. To wrap up, I would say this. My final point of convincing for the flock out there is simply this. This is all about Lamar Jackson. This is about your quarterback, your leader of this team, who's having a very good season, that's looked good in this new Todd Monken offense. We've seen him connect well with Zay Flowers. Doesn't have Mark Andrews anymore. You need to make him feel comfortable. You need to give him plenty of options to say, we are going to put our quarterback in the best position to succeed. Adding a guy like Ertz here says, we are putting all our chips on the table. Lamar, you work by it. You work with this. This is what we're going to deal with. We're going to do everything we can to help you out. And that's what this comes down to for me. Final point, the last thing here, you need to do what you can to help Lamar out. Because this is a golden opportunity in front of you. First place in the AFC. Best record in the division. Don't miss out on this chance. Subscribe now to Ravens Rundown for daily Ravens coverage. We got you covered each and every day. We'll see you next time here on the channel. Thanks for joining us.